Alright, hello, I'm here. Streaming. Sorry, I didn't give you a warning. Okay. Um Hi everybody, it's Michioda, your Tokusatsu hero wannabe. And I am still in the early game of HR Monster Hunter Wild, so please no spoilers about anything in the future, but I mean I was gonna say that okay, before I go into that, hello. Today I'm just gonna be drawing. I'm just gonna be chill drawing, all that much. It's probably gonna be a short stream. That's why I'm starting a bit later as well. I already feeling a little bit tired. I was a bit, I was already a bit genki when I was preparing to go, but I guess I'm not that strong. Work is I entered and it's just like kind of like back into the rush of it, pretty much. Deadlines again. Having to learn more stuff, but it's fine. I think it's okay so far. I'm doing okay so far. But right now, what we're gonna be focusing on today, is not the non-chill music that I have, even though this is supposed to be a chill stream. But I'm just gonna be studying this boy. Just gonna like try drawing it because I feel like when I draw it, it's very off. It doesn't look like what it's supposed to be, so I want to get used to its proportions and stuff. So I'm gonna study this guy. Yeah, before the stream I was also like looking at okay, let me see, is there any... No, I think it's just my best brush honestly for pencil. Yeah. Yeah, earlier on before the stream, I was just going through. I remember like we had this Monster Hunter art book that one of us got the other time. We saw it at Kinokuniya, and it's basically this Monster Hunter art book that's just sketches. I think it's like it's not. I don't think it's concept sketches because I think it's supposed to like maybe like RP the handler or a handler going through like Monster Hunter Wilds and like going with their hunter and stuff, and like they are drawing all these monsters that they've met throughout like Monster Hunter World, that kind of thing. It came out during Monster Hunter World. Cause like it's not like concept sketches like, oh, you know, like how do I create all this different monster stuff. It's not that kind of art book. It's more of the it's as if it's like a wildlife and actual like wildlife like study sketchbook where they like actually like look at the monsters that already exist in the game, and at this they just sketch their habitat, how they behave, and like, oh, the Anjanath has this nose thing, all that stuff. And so it's really cool. So I just wanted to like look at that again, especially because like allegedly, I mean not allegedly, like apparently Capcom has like made a sort of a not announcement, was it? It publicly said that like, yeah, they do have generative AI, not in any certain game that they've said, but they do use it and stuff. It's kind of like them like sort of like proclaiming that like, oh yeah, we use this for like to cut costs on like on ideas and all that kind of things, and like that line on like, oh, cutting costs on like ideas just feels so, it feels honestly really dirty. So I just like randomly remembered this book that we had, and I just unearthed it. This is like during the time, it kind of sucks when I have to say that like, oh yeah, this was back in the day, because back in the day was literally just like 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, this thing did not happen. This AI bullshit did not happen. That was literally just 2 years ago. Like, congrats to your development and shit, but I don't think you developed anything. I think it's just people just got way more stupider and like believed your lies, like continue believing your lies and stuff, to the point where like it's probably, it's not that AI has gotten better. It's more like people have found better excuses to gaslight themselves into thinking that it's better. But like, oh yeah, it cuts down the production because I can like draw like this and I draw over it or I paint over it and something, and it's like, oh wow, you know, I'm actually like drawing as if I'm like a professional artist. And I think I am a professional artist by doing this generative AI art. And it's like, yeah, so I don't like, even if they're not using it for like the main stuff and like, oh, like yeah, like definitely like maybe there's some places that like, you know, I will reluctantly admit that like, yeah, they have made improvements in some areas, but I do feel that it's something whereby, you know, if you do it, I think don't praise it. I think if you do it and like for necessity of like cutting down the cost or something like that, like one thing, be transparent about it. One thing, don't be proud of it. Like, don't put yourselves in the same league as people who has like done the art painstakingly and like research all this kind of thing and like studied like this stuff, and like don't come in here like trying to pretend like you're one of these people, like one of us like who has like gone through all this stuff. Yeah, like I feel like it's not gonna go away. Like there's gonna be laws, but it's not gonna stop people from doing it. There's definitely just gonna be soft laws or something like that, and like none of the returns are ever gonna go to the artists. So I just kind of given up about that. Like, yeah. But in other news, I'm just outlining this guy just so I can sort of get a feel of like his anatomy and stuff. And then we're gonna break it down even more. This is just on the surface. It's getting used to this. Also, I'm just kind of warming up a little bit. I was drawing a bit today, but not really say drawing. If it's like doing like a little bit like at work, it's like if it's doing like, it's more vector-ish stuff, so I wouldn't really call that like this, you know, this kind of like sketching, kind of like really drawing like that much. I kind of had like a pre-concept where I already did up the previous day. Okay, well, this is him without the feathers. Okay, so how am I going to break this down? So we're just trying to break this down to like simple shapes so that, you know, it's kind of like when you see the human head, but there's like people like say like, oh yeah, draw the sphere, and there's like from here you can just build up like, oh, here, that is you draw the ear, that is from here you make a number 9, that is you make the jawline, that is from here you have the brow line, from here, that is you have another shape. Yeah, so simply we have to simplify into shapes if I want to like get to know how to like draw this. So first thing is like, yeah, a triangle. Sure, a triangle. Sure thing, a triangle. Let me try to remember what we did last time. We did not just draw a triangle. Basically, say for example, we would actually put a box. Boxes are good. They should be used more because they are a good way to determine the direction rather than a sphere. A sphere doesn't really determine much direction. In the end, if you draw a sphere, the way you're supposed to draw directions by drawing these lines, and like the best way to do it is by a box. So you draw the human head here. That's the direction. Okay. Then from here, simplify it. So it does have a very, like, I wouldn't draw a straight triangle as well because like the big, you know, it doesn't go all the way up to here. In fact, it's goes all the way up here. Huh. Let me make this a little bit. All right. Okay. So then from the box, basically like it's kind of like you use the straight line as a sort of ruler. Then we sort of mark out like, okay, so this is the box where it's from the brow all the way down to like some of a jawline kind of thing. It's a little bit, I need to break this down even more, I feel. But basically when we draw stuff, I think usually like we have the box here and then we have the brow line here. And basically how we used to draw horses back then is like from here, okay, like this is the brow line. And then we'll draw this. I'm trying to remember things off my head. This is how we drew our horses back then. And then there'll be another shape here, basically. This will form the muzzle. And then here there would be, basically from here would be the big part of the box here would be the cheekbone. Yeah. The horse's jaw is actually really freaking huge. It's really powerful. They eat those carrots. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, but this is how we actually start with stuff. Then I'm not drawing the ears right. The horse's head is actually like really sharp at the top. It's not really fully flat like this. The box I drew is like kind of wrong. But yeah, that's how you draw a horse. So from here, I would basically take the brow. The brow of the Seikret. Down here. Then from here, we kind of see... maybe we can make another box right like this, okay. Say we made another box like this. Everything's parallel here. From here we can see that the jaw, the end of this skull actually like ends off at, is it the third? Okay, the halfway point is here, so it's a bit more than a third, I feel. It's about a third way from like the brow. Then, how else do I break this down? Get away from the brow. Okay, I guess one thing is this. What's the angle of this, right? So if we draw a line from this, to the box, it would be the other third mark, almost about the third mark. So right now, what's over here? Actually, it feels like this is like a quarter. No, it's like a little less than a third, like this space. A little less than a third of the box. I don't need to connect that line. So if we draw, say, okay, I'm gonna draw a box first. Then we draw, okay. So from this box we draw, like, we split it into thirds. About it, we kind of have to like make some guesswork about there, a little bit less, more than a third. So like a line of like this length. So I'll draw it here. And at this we'll connect it from here to here. And we'll connect it from this corner of the box down here. I honestly was not thinking of like going so technical into this, but I guess I'm just regurgitating what I went through in school in a way that like I'm figuring out this out myself rather than having the lecturer tell me like how to draw a horse's head. Okay, so from this third mark also, about here, this would be where the mouth is. This is kind of a little bit of where the eye actually sits. But how big is the eye actually? That's a problem for me. I think when I was drawing the Seikret, it's like how big is the eye? I can't really tell yet, so I need to maybe I need to do a bit more. Okay, let's figure out the beak first. The beak situation. How should we simplify this? Man, okay. Well, this would honestly, I don't know how to really break this up into like specific shapes because we weren't really taught how to draw birds. I don't think we were really taught how to draw birds, guys. Oh, there's something we had to like really, wait, no, we did, no, I've drawn, maybe it was an exercise that I had to do by myself and I drew a, like say an owl's head, for example. Okay, let's try to like pinpoint the points of all these like curves on like this mouth. It's very confusing to me. Like, if I get these measurements wrong, which it happens a lot, it looks very weird. It looks extremely weird. So I need to really find out how to pinpoint how to draw these curves. Yeah. So okay, what we see here, very uneven boxes. That doesn't help much. That really does not help us much. I would say this is the halfway point of the box. Using my eye. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Alright. No worries. Yeah, that's the halfway mark. I don't think this really helps me all that much. Would this be a third? I would say it's about a third. I hate that we're dealing in thirds. Thirds to me is a very hard thing to like envision. It's really hard for me to envision. Hold on, let me save this file. I'll put it mh files. Okay, all right. So usually we'll deal with in halves and stuff. Thirds is a little bit difficult. Like, but we have to do what we have to do. So I separated this into thirds. I mean, like, biology and like creatures and stuff doesn't follow like all the rules, you know. Everyone's like a little different and stuff. Like, thankfully human faces are a little bit nicer in a sense, or no, yeah, a little bit nicer to follow. Okay, how deep does this go? Okay, this one goes, what the hell are these measurements? Here? 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 Oh god. Oh, that really does not help. Okay. This is something where we really need to make some guesswork. But we know, okay, let's draw the halfway point of this box. I'm very used to just, you know, let's halve it. I say bird up, but we're boxing up the bird. Box up. Okay, so halfway point. Okay, so the halfway is like that. So I would say, that this actually starts up here. Wait, no, I want to draw this a little bit bigger. And then it goes below this halfway mark. And it's still below, it goes another little bit down here. This part here, this really needs to take some guesswork already. This is the difficult part about it. We have to go here. Okay, where does this end? This is about a quarter of the box, so say like here, perhaps. Oh wait, yeah, see, this is the problem. I put this point at the third, but this is definitely not the third of the box. Somewhere maybe like a third of the third. God, why are we so many? This Seikret is really like sun, like all the threes and shit. Okay. Mark out that, okay. And then here, okay, so this is kind of the beak. And we'll just draw like a makeshift eye here first. And then there's this part, which is not entirely flat, so this is where the cheek would be. This is the whole cheek. All this cheek. Ready for smooching. Right here, okay. And how far does this go back? Oh god. Let me just draw the lines here first. Say maybe I start with a line like this first. Like, I'll start with this line, and then I'll figure out this front part, and then I'll figure out the back part, which maybe, like, this is not optimal. There's gonna be like optimal strat to draw a Seikret out there or something like that. I'm just trying to make things go by. This length is definitely longer than this, so this is about maybe about here, perhaps. At least up to the bottom spike here on the jaw, which is not a very good measurement, honestly. Should I shorten it to where the cheek is, perhaps? I could. If I shorten it to where the cheeks are, then it would be about... Alright. Man, I'm so lost. There are too many thirds. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong. I really have to make a lot of guesswork right now. Okay. Now for the back of the mouth. So we follow this line. It goes a little bit straight. It just has a little bit of a dip here. Then we'll draw a spike here. But this one kind of goes a bit vertically downwards. Okay. Well, I've kind of given up a little bit because there's so many measurements everywhere, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm unable to keep up. So I'm gonna at least like use my eye for a little bit. So this is the whole part of the cheek. This is the whole cheek, and then from here you go up to this point. Actually, both shares the same point. Where this jawline here dips down, then the bottom jaw actually comes up. I think that's kind of where the peak is. About there. Not really, not maybe so. Okay. Where does this end? Oh man. Okay. Well, pretty much what I'm drawing now is basically like I'm unable to really break it down to shapes for me to coherently like measure it properly. But what I'm doing is basically back then in school we learned how to like draw a lot of cubes and stuff. So we had these styrofoam cubes where like we would like draw them around, like the lecturer would place them in a set like this and he would test us like, oh yeah, draw this, and like we have to draw it as accurately as possible. And like how we do it is basically you kind of start with a line. At least for me, it's like how you start with a line. You start with a line that's like, cause when you're drawing it also you can't draw like a mini version of it. Sometimes you get lost in the measurements and stuff. Sometimes you have to like, you know, okay, this is a big box, this is the biggest box here, I will draw a line down here. Okay, this will be my starting point, and from this line basically like you will see the other shapes like, okay, this other box here is halfway pointed, so you use this measurement to like measure how big that box would be, and then yada yada yada. So basically like you look at something and you find a reference point. And for me, my reference point would be this. This is my main reference point. The part with the brow all the way down to the cheek here. No, probably not. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. I remember I stayed there for quite a long time the first time. Yeah, like we had a bunch of those exercises, right?
What I mean?
I think the test... I can't remember. I don't think I was in your class.
Were you not?
No, that's why we weren't really like fully talking there yet, I thought. Yeah.
Right, like, yeah, no, I remember. I barged in to go place.
You barged in?
Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That was mean to Means. As she deserves.
Oh.
Yeah. And you're mean to me now. And... yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so reference points, basically this part of the head is my reference point, and like right now that's what I've been doing to reference like how I draw the shape of this. Right now this is kind of how I've broken it down into. It's a little bit unclear, but even this eye is a bit would say it's a bit too... How do you draw the eye? We need to study how to draw the Seikret's eye, especially the Seikret's eye. Later on. Just draw this part. Let me draw a sexy smoldering like Seikret here for a bit. Oh hell yeah, baby. And then I get really into it. Yeah, drawing too much details, even though it is literally just a sketch. But the eye is really good. Hell yeah, alright. But the thing is that from this brow line, it's a clue. From this brow line, you can kind of connect it to this line. Trust me here. It really doesn't look like it, but like... okay, not... like... yeah, it does. It does. It kind of aligns here. The thing is that it does have another line down here. It basically spreads out into this shape. It's what? I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, from this brow line, basically that's where I would reference to how to get this horn. So this horn shape is a little weird, honestly. I would also use, okay, so there's like maybe this one line here. We won't draw the whole line first, so we'll move on to like, say, somewhere around here, there's this other part of brow. And this will go up here. And then you can kind of connect these two lines. You definitely need to have a reference for like the Seikret, because like this, I'm not gonna be able to describe how to draw this horn. It's just like you need a reference to just see how the contours are like and just go back and forth, eyeing it back and forth and stuff. And then this would be the part which I am a little unfamiliar with. Okay. Nostril would be at this line that we've drawn here already. A little bit at the center line here. This line does... I've been trying to do this actually when I was drawing the Seikret. Like basically you can kind of follow this line down. Sorry. You can kind of follow this line down a little bit here. And it'll connect to this nose. But it's not visibly connected here. There's no line like fold of skin here to show that it is. So that this part is like kind of like it's smoothed out. It's smoothed out here where I'm like scribbling. So from here, basically I just take this brow line and I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I connect it down to the nostril here, the edge of this nostril. Okay. It's just a guiding line, if you will. The guiding lens, yeah. Guided by the scent of Nergigante. Nasty fuck, alright. So I've kind of drawn the Seikret's head in like side view on like a flat plane, so he's really flat looking here. Because I haven't really figured out like how to draw his head at an angle. So there is another reference for us here. For a different head angle. Maybe that's not very good. Hold on, I did take a video of my Seikret so I can take a look at the head. So I want to try to look at the head from a more frontal-ish view. Okay, I guess this is the front I get. I'm stupid, I didn't take a like actual front face shot. Give me a second as I'm... Get my stupid ass. Okay, alright. Look at that bird. Let me draw another outline of this. How about that? Let's see. So let me just try to break this down into shapes a little bit here. So from the eye line, basically, somewhere around there. Okay, this is pretty shit. But I do know, okay, I started from the brow, the top most part of the brow, basically this part. So looking at his angry face, I can probably determine that the brow is actually here, about there. Put a little lion hat on him. It looks kind of dorky here. He's got a big nose. Alright. Okay, so if I align this sort of like with the eye, then it would go down here. So the problem about this right now that we're facing is that like the Seikret's hit is not a box. It's not. In fact, it kind of like comes down here from the brow and does it feeds into this line here all the way to the horn and all that. Basically, it's kind of like if I do a cross section of his head, it can be dumbed down into like, oh, it's like this, kinda, and it's a little bit, yeah, maybe a little bit more flat. Something like this. This is what I would say the cross section of it is. So at least let me just determine this. All right. And what's more, like, what I want to really know is like, I need to get is the top view of the Seikret's head. That would have been actually a very good, like, more than this front face. I need to know the top plane, this top part. How does it look like? Because right now on this front, I have to make a lot of guesses. The camera view, at least from this mode, does not let me do that. I would say, where do we have the other end of this? So this is the difficult part. Because this part is rounded, it's very difficult for me to say like, oh yeah, the line is here. It might be here. I don't know. So it's a little bit difficult. We need to do a bit more guesswork this time again. Remember to save your work. I will try to make a guess as to where the line would be. So it's a little bit of where... Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Wait, so I kind of went a bit against my principles here. Okay. Remember, we have the eye line here, so we have this thirds. This line is broken up into thirds right now. So from here, it's very difficult to determine what the incline of this is. There is this. But this thing is definitely like warped and shit. The angle is all weird. I see the tail of this big beak here, at least just from like the highlight. So maybe I'll just draw a line here and we'll see if this kind of comes out as how I measured it in the previous one. So yeah, about here. Okay. It's very difficult to box up this beak because of its shape. Well, there were cones in the class as well. It was a little bit, but I don't really like meddling with like circular stuff because the measurements are always very wacky-fucky to me. Like the how we basically made ellipses back then in school is that we had to really just start with a square, and just from here okay, here's the halfway points, and at this we have to do some measurements to like, okay, this is how you very accurately like measure a sphere, and it's like, okay, so you draw this, like create these tangents here, and like that's how we draw an accurate circle. That's how we try to draw it as accurate as a circle, freehand circle as we can. Yeah, from that. That's how we did it. Man, why was I so quick with that? What the fuck? Really drilled in my head. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, so this, like, I don't know. Like, I can't really, like, see. I don't think I can really judge. Like, the thing is that, like, the Seikret's head is not really an ellipse. You know, it's not a circle from the front. It's more like it's very angled at the top. Let me try to remember how We did lions. How we did cats back in the day. Cause it's kind of like, this kind of shape is a little bit like a cat in a sense. Well, we drew big cats. We didn't draw domestic cats. So, nothing to get excited about that. Unless you love big cats. Wild cats. Yeah, you love big cats?
Don't want my books.
You are.
My voice. You should be telling me something
Yeah, only sometimes.
all the time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how to draw the cat. I have worksheets of this. It's somewhere. But I'm drawing a really ugly like cat. I'm like literally like making shit up right now. That's how we kind of draw a cat. I remember there's a very big nose. I don't think the nose is supposed to be that big. Is this how we drew cats back then? I remember like we had these like cats and we drew the big ass muzzle and stuff. Maybe the muzzle was a bit too big, but then the nose is really huge for the foot. Is it supposed to be like that? I remember the cat's like mouth and stuff is like really flared up here. Am I drawing the cheekbones right? Might not be. Weird cat. Maybe I won't bother with that weird cat for now. Okay. Let's say
No.
alright. From the center of this beak and the center of this head, let's make a line down here. Okay. And then from like say this edge of the beak to this brow line actually, where the horn is. Just gonna draw. Okay. And from this other brow line, from this other. What am I drawing the? No, that's a bit. I think. Okay. I think that will be the edge of the beak, at the corner of the beak. Oh no. All right. Okay. Oh my god, it's so difficult. This is so difficult right now. Yeah, bit. How do I box this bird? He's not very boxable here or something. I don't know. I'm suffering. It's like there's a different angle of the head here and here. Maybe it just comes down to here like this. He's like freaking aerodynamic. Like this is head. I'm just drawing whatever lines now, man. This bird scares me. Okay, from here. Gosh. Okay, this will be this one part. Bit of a third of a third, right? So a third of this would be here. So this would be this. Is that right? No, I was like, is that right? No, not Seikret. Not that Mortal Kombat character. That guy's name is Seikret. So from here. Well, I managed to use some bits of that same plane for it, but it's a little bit. It's kind of difficult for me. Where is this line? Halfway mark? Halfway mark. So this middle spike is actually like not the biggest. It's actually the smallest out of the three. The biggest one being the top, as of course, that's the horn. This bottom part here. Yeah, my measurements are all off and shit. I don't know what to say about this anymore. Like from the front, like if I would love to examine like the top part of the skull, but we don't. I don't think I can really get a view of that. I need to have to look at. I need to try to like get footage of like that for the top part of the skull. Okay, let's see. At the very least, let me just try this part. Also, because like part of this face feels like it's going in concave from the top view. Like this is the cheek, and then it concaves here into the beak. So the measurements of it is a little bit off as well. It's a little wonk. Take things into like a little bit. Okay, a third, and then from here, the halfway mark. Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm on the right line anymore. This bird just be looking weirder and weirder, honestly. But maybe I'm getting used to like the shape of his head. Okay, let me just try to draw a little bit of the cross section of stuff. So I feel like from the front, like his lower jaw is pretty straight actually. It goes down pretty straight at the sides over here. And at this, it would flare up a little bit into this cheek. That wouldn't go very tall actually. Yeah, maybe the halfway mark of this box. And then from here, a dip in. And then when it comes back out, this is gonna be the horn, the cross section of a horn. And then the eye will be here. This part, it looks like a dip. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think it's just the feathers on the head actually starting like here. But the head, the top part of the head is actually maybe a bit like, I see a little bit of the cranium here, and there's like you see the horns. So you have the horns here, and there's you have the cranium here. Okay. So in actuality, what I see his head seems to be like this in the cross section. It looks really dopey here, but the jawline is actually pretty rectangular. the bottom part. So it's not as curved as I thought it was at the bottom. Like, if it was curved, then this would be like maybe the throat, for example. And then the beak will actually come down here. Then we'll draw some lines here to connect to the mouth. And then from here, we'll draw some of these connecting lines to the horns. So this is how we would draw the Seikret from the front, perhaps. I mean, it's a little bit of like, kind of like a lot of animals when you look at them from the front. They do look a little dopey. The shape of the beak from the front, though. What was that? Huh? That's not in my Spotify. What the fuck was that? Wait, is it? No. I don't know. That was weird. I don't know what that sound was. But it shouldn't have caught up on stream. Let me look at the side of the mouth again. Huh. Okay, so right under his eye actually goes in like this. Then further on it goes down for the biggest part. And about here, it actually goes down for another small little bit. So this is like the how I would draw the mouth a little bit. And there's a spike over here. Alright. Okay, back to this. Ooh, alright. How to break this down? How to make this better? I'm just gonna draw this as a straight. No, actually no, I'm gonna vanishing point it. Alright. We're drawing this line. Okay. Alright, so the beak is actually like really thin. At least the front part of the beak. If we had to like really box it up. And then from here, it's probably like if I had to draw this straight line, it is about thirds again. Once again, the thirds. Alright. Let's see. Let's take this line. So it'll be basically this length. We put it here. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So this will be the whole top part of that skull, that brow line, and we'll just draw these lines down. Okay. Yeah, the thing about these lines is that they just keep on going to continue down to the horns. So basically this entire part. Because this is literally just the brow line. This will continue going. Right. What you say? cause the song went yummy. Okay. It's like a box toy. I'm making a box toy right now. Ugh. Yeah, drawing this angle is a little weird. It's a little difficult. Oh my god. I need to rework some of these. See, this is where the nostrils will actually be moved up here. Along this line. This is really tough. I just do sharpen it a little bit at the front part here. This bottom jawline actually goes all the way down here, back here. This part here actually goes here. I do feel like, you know, I draw this, but you know, it's not supposed to be one huge plane like this. It actually does have a little bit of a concave here, then it stops here. Should draw the cross section of this. Alright. Something like that. So it actually isn't, because if I just draw it like this, it looks very big at the top here. It looks more, it's very dragon-like. I mean, it is very dragon-like. It's a dinosaur-ish, but I think that it does taper in a little bit more. So then I would actually shift the eye in a little bit more as well. Okay. It's looking extremely dragon-like now. Okay, let's draw this line. Aga-aga. Agu-gaga. I don't know. Okay, where do these points actually start? They can actually draw from here. Why are you laughing? Oi. Okay, this is definitely way too large right now. What's going on? No. Hey, shut up. I think I'm angling this horn way too out there. Yeah, the horn's really big now. Ugh. I'm gonna rewind it. rewind this first. Because I think I made the head extremely, like the brow line here is extremely like large. It's really big here right now. So I can save it a little bit. But instead of changing the head angle here, I will change down the head angle here. So I'm gonna cut it off by a little bit. I'm gonna cheat. Don't look. Don't look. I'm cheating. How embarrassing. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, so now the feathers are going off here and stuff. And then this horn be going like this. It'd be good to, like, you know, if you're to reference like just drawing some contours on like the horn, just so you can like kind of figure out like the thickness of the horn and how it's angled a little bit. Just draw a line here. A little bit like trying to drawing a tentacle in a sense. Okay, that's not really what. That doesn't really make it any better. But yeah, if I had to really technically like be very technical drawing the Seikret, this is as it's not gonna be as good as I can get. I can draw better definitely, but like this is a good reference point. Yeah, so a lot of the times when we're drawing like stuff with the boxes, things will turn out like being a little bit bad. I don't know if like I asked like the lecturer about it before or something, but I think or maybe I just inferred it by myself. But it's basically like at some point when I was drawing that set of like boxes and stuff, I kind of got the idea of like, okay, I don't need to reference everything with a line and a pencil, so and a string. Like basically what that lesson taught us is how to examine stuff and sort of translate that on paper using, basically it's just training your eye power. It's training your brain, it's training your eye power, so eventually you don't really need to build up all those boxes. You can just draw things off from fly like that. And that's important if you want to draw things eventually without any reference. Because you have that visual library in your head as you examine everything. Okay, so let me just try drawing a Seikret's head after being a little bit used to that. So I'll just draw from like reference first and see if I can draw it without tracing and see if I can draw it without tracing. So I'll still need some building components for this. A baseline. Okay. So this will be from the brow down the eye stuff. So a little bit of the thirds here. Again, the thirds. A little bit less than a third here. So this is where the mouth would be. Here. Okay. From the third here, we'll see this is about 2/3. The angle for this, I'll follow the angle of the bottom jaw because that was the straightest part. So just at least a little bit of eye power here. So the bottom of the jaw is a little bit like this. Okay. The thing that I couldn't really determine is actually how far this part actually goes from this line. That's the one thing that I'm not really sure of. That's where I have to eye power a little bit. basically from the jaw, from like the point of this jaw, from like underneath the eye. I sort of have to measure this. Just high power it. Okay. Still figuring things out. So I know that the bottom of this beak is definitely below the 3/3 mark. A 1/3 mark here. Even halfway it feels. I'm just gonna mark the line here. I'll make it slightly longer. Okay, I'm a bit scared. Maybe here is okay. Maybe here is actually okay. Okay. Even though I can draw the side view of the head, like I still have to draw this whole thing in almost like it is a 3/4 view, so you need to take that into consideration as well. Okay. So there's a little box at the end here for the beak. But we all know it doesn't really end there. Wait. What? What are you screaming about? Okay. Alright, baby. I gotta remember that. I keep thinking this line is actually like all the way back here, but it's not. Should draw like... I just draw a circle for the eye here. Here's an egg. Alright. So... now this makes it really long. I think this is actually too damn long. My mind... it really is way too long. Okay, just because I'm just gonna make this slightly bigger. I wanted to say that like there is a little bit of this snout here that I would say is quite close to the eye. It's part of the ends of the snout. Like actually comes down, like back then when I was like drawing the cat, it's kind of the same. Where we actually draw this, then I'll actually like break it down. This snout. Because this part of the eye actually just comes down here. A bit like that. There's this shape of the eye here, this brow. It's a very prominent brow. Okay, let's see. Uh-huh. First dip here. A bit here. But it's gonna concave in a little bit more, so... Is it a third? Wait, I think I messed it up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Feels like there's just another dip here. Wait, did I forget? I think I confused some stuff. Why is it like that? There's like... Eh? Wait. Eh? No. Wait. I'm confused. I'm miscounting the number of dips in his freaking mouth. So this is actually not a third. Okay. It actually kind of ends off a little bit here. Oh man, I need to study like dinosaur skeletons, bro. Like, I'm looking at the skeletal structure now. I'm like, ah man, that knowing that would have been really useful. Okay. Let's dip down a little bit more. You mean referee?
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is judgment.
Judgy man.
Judgment.
Judge man.
So he's just like,
Who? Hey, you. No using that restricted Pokemon. And you use the restricted Pokemon against him. Ew, disgusting.
this-
See yellow on the car, I'm like, ew, disgusting. Yeah, damn.
that one's okay.
Means making exceptions to children. I don't get it twisted all in one. Yeah, I'm not doing a very good job of this. Like, I'm still unable to determine like how long the beak is gonna be and stuff. Cause right now he's just like, oh, it's too short. Oh wait, it's too long. Oh wait, crap. It's too short. Oh god. Eh? So now he's like looking a bit like Rompompolo or some shit. I'm just gonna try to use my bloody eyes. See if my eyes can like help save me from this hell. I feel like I'm drawing a fucking Kraken ass butt. This Seikret is judging me so hard. By drawing it like that. Yeah, I think because I drew the brow here, it's kind of throwing things off now. It's not supposed to be that far. Okay, I'm gonna ruin some stuff here. So it feels too far in front. It's too damn far in front. I just like this part of the brow. It actually just connects to the horn. It just feels so sleek. This part's actually... Is this the thickest part of the horn? I guess so. Huh. I feel like I drew that guy from like Metroid. What's his name? Ridley. Like I feel I'm drawing closer to a dragon than a bird, but like when I try drawing a bird, it looks very dopey. So it's like, there's this in-between which I can't get used to. Like there's some characteristics that like biologists and like animal artists can like figure out. It's like, oh yeah, birds have this distinction, oh dinosaurs have this distinction and stuff. Like I can't separate both of them, so ends up like this is like fucking Benedict Cumberbatch from that Lord of the Rings show.
He's a really big words.
Oh,
She always complain game companies don't know how to draw wings. So she always it never be a draw. Wings don't work like that, but you know, especially like in fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's like ways, you know, especially out there like the tutorials are like, oh, how to draw wings for like different beings, like not even just like birds or like dragons or something, more like also like angel wings have like their own characteristics which are different as well because they're just so fucking huge. Yeah. So like I did not draw enough birds to know the characteristics of them. We drew a lot of mammals. That's all I kind of remember. We didn't draw a lot of reptiles. Yeah. No, I think we did draw bird skeleton at some point. Or like I remember I know that I did draw a bird skeleton at some point.
Yeah.
Well, and then we didn't draw any what do you call that? Reptiles. We did not draw any reptiles. Like I don't think we drew any crocs or anything. I would love to learn drawing a crocodile, but we didn't. That's a bit complicated. I think we'll die. Also because like I think reptiles is like I mean it's not like we have to draw the whole spinal cord or something. Like we actually just like the lecturer just wanted us to draw them in like boxes and stuff, like in shapes. So that at least was good enough, thankfully. Okay, I think I might know what the issue is with this. I'm going to have to put this further back. A little bit here. And then I'm gonna... Wait, what was that also? I think the head is a little bit smaller compared to the horns at the back right now, because the horns I have at the back are actually pretty big, like pretty like on the same scale as the head. Maybe, yeah, I think I got this part a little bit wrong. I drew the brow like this and it felt a little bit more dragonish, but if I made it like this here, you know, make this not more beak-like. It doesn't seem to curve in as much as I thought it would be. At the bottom part here, like right here, I think it's more flat out. Got all these little nuances. It looks like this has the hole in the skull here that I don't know what it's called, but like dinosaurs have this depression here. I don't know what to call that, but like I think like some people draw it, some people don't. It's like one of those like like anatomy, because like all we have of dinosaurs are literally just the fossils, right? So the muscle structure is something that's like a little bit unknown to us. So there's this part of the skull which they kind of just like a lot of them just left the depression here. I don't know why, but it's part of the skull. I mean, I'm not so sure what it looks like. Someone punched him in the face, honestly. So that's why some people just don't draw that, because like it's like, what are you doing? It's like doesn't look good or something, or like that's wrong. How do you know that it has that? I don't know. Yeah. Let's look at the Sacred Eye. So I guess how I drew it, like I like the brow for the Sacred because like it just has a resting like angry face a little bit of a smolder. A little smolder. It has eyelids actually. There's this whole space here. Yeah. Huh. Wait, the eyelids actually go down pretty low here. And you can really see the shape of the eye in the underside. One circle down here. Okay. What else about this? Can I change? Make it look closer to the Sacred. Let me just shade this one part. See if it helps. At least make this a little bit more familiar to us. Not entirely. I can't pinpoint what makes this look so different from the reference I'm looking at. Or am I just the Lulu?
I feel like it's
Okay, maybe it is. Yeah, I fixed it up enough that it looks like the Sacred's head. Okay. I didn't really use much of what we said, but at least like the part that I still felt like really helped me was just this base starting line and just being able to like get these things out. But this length is the thing I've been struggling with. Like, how far do I even have to measure it to be? Because this is a curve and like I can't put a flat plane here properly unless Unless... Hold on. It's a curve. Can I make this a circle? Right. I'm remembering something. I remember that when we draw the horses from the side view, let's see, we drew the box and then we drew this, and then we would draw. Yes, I think we did draw a circle here as well. We did that for the horses as well, a little bit. I think that's what we did. Huh. So with the Seikret here, would it be better to just signify with a box, like a circle instead? It still doesn't tell me like how, sort of like how long the length of the snout is. But maybe if this is a square. Let me try again. Let me try to draw this from let me try to draw this from like not much reference. Alright, same thing, thirds. And then from here I would have a square. One square. And then from here draw another third. Okay. From here I'll draw a circle. I don't need to draw the whole circle. I can just draw it from the well, that's, I don't think this really helps. Like, no. If anything, maybe I would say this is like, perhaps I would rather go for like maybe 4 squares long from here. Like basically like cut, okay, I drew this one line first, made it into thirds, then I would just draw from one of the thirds, I'll make a box, and I'll extend it out to like 4 of these here, and then from here I will maybe like, oh, draw a slope down to like maybe the halfway point of this box. And for this box I'll draw like 1 circle. So then it'll come down here. And then within this box there'll be this part here. So this will be the beak, and then this will be it starts. And then about halfway, I remember it's half, slightly less than half. Draw this, and then here from this. Okay. And then from here, how long do I determine this to be? Maybe 1.5 of the squares? Yeah, then I'll draw this one. This is the smaller spike. From here, this line would have the eye. Yeah, and this is the point where it will be like, okay, yeah, now the snout is like way too long. So I think I can actually shorten it up a little bit more. Maybe like it's a little bit, it has to be a third of this or something. Oh. Something like this. I don't know, it just kind of made it a bit more confusing. Okay. I think from here, I will actually just start to draw this brow. Here, nostril would be here. Eyes would be angled like this. Okay. Yeah, I do feel the snout's a bit long. Or if anything, maybe it could actually be smaller, perhaps. Yeah, it is very long. I don't know why I'm shortening it so much. I think maybe it was actually a third, like 3 boxes long rather than 4 boxes long. Like same as these measurements. Three boxes long. God. Or is this way too thick? Like, This does look a bit closer to the Seikret. Just maybe this part's a bit too strong. This ridge line is very sensitive, it feels. It can go wrong in so many ways. It feels like the snout here is like, this is the Seikret, but for some reason this part is not. For some reason, maybe it's just the eyes. Then maybe I don't have to worry as much. It feels cool once you erased all the guides away, then you see everything. Yeah, it might be the bottom jaw part is just a bit too pronounced. She can go in a little bit more. Guess that might be it. Huh? I circled out the eyes and it looks a bit more like it now? Eh? What? What changed? What'd I do? I just circled out the eyes. What? Huh? What the hell? This fucking Seikret looks like fucking... You're giving me the fucking Baron Benzeek's eyes. What the hell? Alright. It's not really, it still looks kind of like T-Rex-ish. A little bit too dinosaur-y rather than bird-like to me. I'm not so sure why. It might... I'm hoping it might just be the eyes. Let me look at the snout again. It looks too big. It's too chompy. It's a little weird. I don't know where my measurements have gone anymore. Feels like they've never worked. Sometimes I just add in some details and it just looks more like the Seikret. And I'm like, did I get it right? It's so weird. Like, did I have it right? Then just add the details and I'm like, oh wait, now it looks like Seikret. It's so weird. I don't get it. It's so fussy. Squeaky what? We're gonna hear more of it.
Yeah, that's why it's...
Oh, I thought you were gonna... Oh, okay. I thought you meant like we're not gonna hear anymore.
No.
It's like, yeah, that kid's gonna die. You're not gonna hear that any more squeaky shoes after tonight. Ooh, yeah. Goth as Seikret. Alright, let me draw another one, maybe at a different angle this time. Let me see if I can do it without any like much measurements. Like the best thing is if I can like reduce the measurements a lot more. I'm a bit sad I didn't get time to like draw the body of the Seikret, because there's another thing that's like it's yeah, but I gotta get the face right first. Okay, let's draw it from a different way first. Okay, let's draw. Let's draw it like this first. Okay, it's one line down. Okay, okay, let's draw this at an angle. Okay, we'll start this again. Third-ish. Fucking crap. Square. Square-ish. This one's another square. And a square. This one's a half point for this one. This is where the eye is. Let's draw an oval here first. This is where the smug part of the face is. Let's see. Maybe I've been getting it wrong because, you know, I haven't been taking into consideration that it's being tapered. The head's actually tapered like this. Instead, I've kind of been drawing it like, you know, just like a box, which is maybe that's why it feels more, the snout feels a bit more dinosaur-like, perhaps. I'm not so sure if that's what I'm missing, to be fair. Okay, let me look at it again. Alright, so I may know what is going on. I think I might be making the beak actually go down way too far than it actually is. Like right now, I draw the beak like this. I feel like it's maybe somewhere around here. I'm not sure. I might be spouting bullshit. I'm just making like... I'm guessing. Let me act upon that guess and see how far this gets me. Okay. And this point of the eyes here. Okay. It's just such a smug ass. It's like fucking smiling right now at me. This guy. No, it does look like more like a bird now. I don't know. It's just because if I draw the feathers in, but maybe I'm right that the snout I was making it go too low. Perhaps that might be it. Because when I made it go too low, it don't really know how to rationalize this. But even this one is like, okay. Has to be more beak-like. Like or something. Maybe this, yeah, the front part of this, I might be wrong. I made it a bit more eagle-ish just now. Eagle. I think this looks pretty Seikret-ish. Like with minimal measurements. The boxes thing kind of helped me actually. Alright. But I realized I just drew it from a side view again. Oh. I mean, it looks better than whatever this one is. No idea why. I feel like I drew them like with two different personalities. They got Pinky and the Brain here. Can I draw it from the back? Oh my god, can I? Without reference? Maybe I can try. Maybe I should draw another 3/4. At a weird angle. I still have not drawn it with like its mouth open, but I don't really have any reference to that. Not right now. Okay, so let's go the thirds again. Oh god, now the box is at an angle, so it's a little bit weirder. try. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Another one here. 1, 2. So about a halfway mark would be where we need it to be. Okay, this will be difficult. Boy, I need to remember that it's tapered, right? So, since it's tapered, actually I won't use this as the extreme side. I'll actually use this. Perhaps. How do I want to do this? Okay. Kinda have to aga this a little bit. This just looks like a whole bunch of lines right now, but it's I need it. I need it for myself. Okay, remember how the hit looks like. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna use the brow lines. Cross the brow lines. Okay. Halfway mark here. So that's the other side of the brow. Then the snout. I think it would sort of end a bit here. Or because this is, I can see the front of it. I've gone a bit too far for it. Yeah, it's an angle. Hold on, I need to remember this. This part flares out a little bit. Uh, hmm. Maybe the brow actually does need to be bigger here. And this beak needs to be a lot smaller. Huh? Hmm. I want to draw this whole part again. Okay. Because when it's tapered in, it's a little bit difficult. Get the angle right. Want this angle a little bit like that. And the feathers come in a little bit here. You know, it's a very rectangular snout. Maybe I can make it bulge a bit more from the side. You can come in at more angle. Oof. Let me redraw the eye. It feels like really big. Yeah, it feels like I can make the Seikret's beak a little bit like this. A little bit. Okay. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I think I just need to make it more. Keep in mind that like when I'm drawing the Seikret, it's a lot more triangular shapes than like rectangular shapes. Maybe that's what's been getting me. It's like it's too blocky. I need to make it more angular and triangular in a lot of places. Just draw like get rid of some of these guiding lines. These guides. Maybe it looks a lot better. Yeah. And this does look a lot better. I did increase the brow of this part because I just wanted to draw this triangle here. It's this freaking triangle. It's full of triangles. It's aerodynamic monster. Okay, let's try. I feel like just drawing more. So I'm gonna draw at a really different head angle. So this time I'm gonna draw like, okay, so C, a C shape, alright. Okay, see this stuff, alright. No. I'll draw a bigger hit. I'm gonna do away with less measurements now that I've drawn like most of the Seikret before already. I will do a few little tiny measurements here and there, looking back at the references. See if I can make anything from this. Triangles, triangles. Paper triangles. Okay. A bit past this, then I'll put this. That's the bottom parts of it. Here, draw the nostril. Up here, try to flesh out this brow that I like so much. Maybe I can make it thinner a bit. He's a bit too tall right now. Remember this like this freaking like circle here where the beak is, the dino skull thing, whatever that depression is called. Okay, so we have the brow here. God, this Seikret scowling at me so hard. Yo, we need to tone it down. Alright. It's more of a triangle here. There will be a brow here. And this horn would go something like this. Cause I should be taking into consideration the freaking perspective here. That. Maybe this one's going about out way too much. Gosh, she looks a little chunky. Maybe that's why it's calling at me. Let's call it chunky. Put in a lot of weight, Seikret. Maybe you should stop stealing my Palico sausages. Huh? You got your own food. Why are you scowling at me like that? Hey, hey! Let me ride. No, don't make me walk back to camp. Oh. Oh. Got your sausage right here. Now let me get back to camp. Alright. Okay, that's cool. I managed to do this really different head angle. Maybe I'll make the nostrils like go a little bit less. Without much measurements, I kind of just like I got it. I'm a little bit more used to drawing it now. I could like chunkify him a little less. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yippee, you're done. Well. Such a big illustration piece. Omedetou. Oh, what? Arigato. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Am I missing anything from here? Not really. Not like I drew this slight head angle. It's basically like looking at me when I'm riding it or something like that. On his back. Maybe I can... Oh yeah. This spike can be like this. And this spike can be like this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I have learned how to draw lizard. Yippee. Lizard and bird. Yippee. I feel like I made his snout a little bit too. I don't know. Actually, it's alright. It's alright. If anything, maybe his eye has to be a little less. The perspective on the eye is a little off. So I need to change it a little. I was like, what you say to me? You call me fat? You call me chunky? I'm a Seikret. I'm carrying your fat ass around. Says Seikret. Okay. Is there any other head angle that I want to do? Not really. I'm not gonna draw the front of the Seikret's head because that's a bit... He looks very dopey from the front. I'm not gonna... The Seikret looks the best at certain angles, like you know, at the side, it's like, oh wow. And this from the front, it's like, darky. It's like big bird. Bird up. Maybe I'll do a little bit. I'll do a little bit of drawing for the Baudet. How about that? Did I mesh these two together? What the hell? Alright, okay. Whatever, man. Okay. What's going on with the body? I'm just gonna try to break it down to shapes first, at least from what I can tell here. When we drew the bodies, we took into account the skeletal structures. Let me bring up my other Seikret references that I'll be working on, my other whips. Give me a second. Other working files, and I have this one. Let's see, where is my Seikret reference? There it is. Skeletal structure of Sidberto. Edberto. There's much you can learn for life, Red boy. Oh, ooh. Alright, I put a pimple on his... a mole on it. Alright. Damn, you're still awake. Why are you still awake, huh? Go to sleep. Thanks for dropping by. Yes, I'm still awake. I'm just drawn. You just huh? You just started work? What do you mean? What do you mean you just started work? You can't just start work now. I well, I hope you got enough sleep or whatever it I hope you have a great day, night. I'm just here. I'm just drawings. Americans, man. You working with the Americans? Darn. You're I work like an owl. Damn. They're kind of like your scheduling and like I don't know. Your body clock is probably like messed up and shit, bro. I don't know. Like, how do you hang out with like people who like are around and awake in the day? Or like awake at night, like around at night, that's the thing, right? Like, you don't hang out? What? No. This bird ain't got no collarbones. Bird ain't got collarbones. There is this dip though. What is that? I'm unfamiliar with dinosaur bones. I did not study anatomy enough. There is this part here where this bone is. Usually wake up at 2. Oh, you're early, bird, then. You're early. Are you answering the call of the wild? The monster hunter wilds? Oh, wait, you wake up at 2 p.m. What? Oh. Well, you're like 14 minutes early. Good on you. Are you gonna go sleep? What even are your work hours? Okay, I'm not gonna draw the arms here. I want to not draw the freaking torso. How does this thing work? I see the rib cage. I think it's like, as in I can kind of like make a guess at the rib cage. It's like here. So this would be it. So I'll be drawing like a circle like this. Birds usually have a large as fuck sternum, so that's what that bone probably is. Oh yeah, when I eat the chicken bone, this is what that sternum is. Is that soft bone thing? It's like this thing. It's like the breast, the chicken breast. Where's it connected to?
Get away. Hey, get your hands off.
Man, what does bird look like with his... I mean, I kind of know what...
It's fucked up. I love it, but this fucked up.
Oh my god. Wait, why are you still on that?
It's not the 17th yet.
Uh-huh. Sure it ain't. Okay, there's a stupid like recording I made of how the Seikret looks like. Wait, hold on. Did I hide the UI? I did not. Stupid photo mode. Stupid photo mode. Give me a sec here. There's this reference I made to see how the arms are extended out from the Seikret and how big the Seikret is. It's the Seikret like, it feels like the Seikret sometimes is like smaller than a horse, but at the same time it's as big as a horse. I think its head is smaller than a horse. A horse's like head is really long, but like I don't know, like horses are kind of chunky. They're kind of chunky. The Seikret is like slim and shit. Oh, it's definitely slimmer than a horse. Yeah, a horse, like how I draw a horse is like we draw like, okay, so there's this part here, that is the horse would be like, "Arr." This is belly is, "Arr," and it's like always sagging down. It's like, yes, "Arr." That's the horse. But the Seikret is like, oh yippee, we have like, it's a straight, it's a weird, what do you even call that? What do you even call that shape? But I mean, the skeletal structure's ass looks really huge, but not really actually. It's kind of like the cheetah in a sense, where like the stomach does go in a little bit here. Then this part would be this bone, whatever that is. It's a bone. There's this other bone here. And then you have this huge hip bone down here. Oh no, it's even bigger, or not, or I'm thrown off. Give me a sec. Okay. They are more aerodynamic. It's like when I was drawing their head, it's all triangles. It's triangles. Okay. And the spine. Its spine actually over here, it's this part's muscle. It has this S shape here, I believe. Like this thing is a freaking hourglass shape. It's more of an hourglass shape than I over here. Oh, actually, I don't know. Maybe I do have a little bit of a little snatch waist. Nah, I'm touching my like fats right now. My waist ain't snatch. Snatch full of fats is what it is. Me? Oh. Wait. Over crazy. Oh my god. The detail. Oh my shit. I was freaking out over there. Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, I draw the whole hip bone and stuff, but still need to know how to draw this in simple shapes. I guess I just need to look out for it. It literally is just an hourglass shape. But how the shape, like, sorry, what? I think it's cool that they're both bipedal and quadruped at the same time. Yeah, it's really cool. I love it. I was freaking amazed when they went running on fours in the trailer. Yeah! It was so good. I was like, wow. Now that's a mount. It's my wonderful bird, horse, dog, wyvern thing. Horse, dog, cat thing. Bird, up. Okay. I don't know, I just draw like, this is how I'm drawing its freaking arms. It's just curves to me. I just draw it as curves. And then it curves in here. That's how my chicken wing is. Oh. Bird, horse, dog, yes. I have a focus on my work, have fun. Okay. Sorry for distracting you. Have fun at work. Say hello to America for me. Yeah, I have no idea because of all the scales and stuff. It's like I can't. The muscle structure on this this being is lost on me. I don't know what to do with this guy. I mean, the scales lets me shows me the direction, but then there's all these feathers, and I'm like, I can't. I can't. I need to pluck this guy. I need to pluck this guy and see his whole muscle structure and everything. But I can't. I mean, it'll look a bit like this, but it's a little bit lost. I mean, that's pretty good, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this how many toes it has? What? Okay, it's like 2 front toes. I thought it had no, I'm thinking the legs have. He has his hind legs have his hind feet has 3 toes. His forelegs have 2 toes that is standing on, a third one at the back. It's like a claw, and the 4th and 5th is the one that's literally extended out into the wings. Basically. Okay, so okay, that's telling me the muscle structure from the front. So, basically the muscle structure. Oh my god, how do you muscle structure this? I mean, to be fair, I didn't even learn the muscle structure of horses as well. It was just boxes, bro. Just boxes, bro. This does the same thing that a human thing does, which is like the muscle actually twists up to. Okay, this is a side view, so let me just draw this a little bit. Basically look like this. So that means I can at least kind of infer that the arm is like this. This is the elbow. Wait. Bro, do you have elbows? Yes. Yes. Okay. It's basically this bone, and there's another bone here. Yeah. And that's my chicken wing. This is where the feathers will go. This is the the chicken wing. Yes, that's how. Yes, that's right, Michi. The chicken wing. You know when you eat a chicken, that is like this is the bone, and then there's this other bone. That is this. You have the cartilage over here, and then this. Wait. Is that right? I'm trying to think in my head. Wait, no, this. Sorry, my head's. No. Wait a minute. Wait, what? This ain't no chicken wing. No, but his elbow there. Yeah, so it actually does go down here like this. And then you would have just one. Huh. Okay. And then it's just connected to. I need to search up like dinosaur bones to really get this one. I don't. No, the Monster Hunter World like sketchbook does not have any answers for me in skeletal structures. It's only the surface level stuff. But so is okay, so this would literally be where it's like quote unquote wrists are here, and then it would have space for like two toes, and then you have an inner one here, and then the rest there's another toe which is for the for this wing, these feathers here, blah 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 blah. I kind of get these already. Like I'm more or less a little bit more familiar with this stuff. The body, yeah, I guess I do like that. Like we actually paid attention to like the face. If I still remember how to draw the face, I mean, it's kind of just I just need to practice to draw more secrets. It's kind of just the same as like, you know, with every single face thing, you know. Face. You get better at drawing faces the more you just draw it. Then you just start to nitpick at it away and just like, oh wait, no, this thing and then this thing and then that thing and blah blah blah. Three toes. I hope. Three. It should be 3 toes. His legs are actually very stout. Huh. I guess cause like, you know, I mean it does. He has to put his whole weight on this, so it has to. It's running as well. It's like it's not like freaking like chicken legs. If chicken legs, it'll be like this, but it's got to support our whole weight. Like it'll be chicken legs if it's this, but like this is stouter than like a normal like raptor's leg. I feel it's got like this muscle here, whatever that is. I don't know how to think of this stuff. I don't know how to think of this stuff. Huh. And he just put a random bunch of feathers here. Like, what the hell? Oh, wait, there's a 4th toe. It's all the way up here. It's like it will be here. Wait a minute, how many? Excuse me, how many toes do you have, sir? 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one over there. Okay, correct. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you gonna go to bed, baby? Hi. Why does the bird's backside do that? What is this? Hey. Yeah, I know you is. And what? You need it. Finch needs to sleep 7 hours a day, but we only get 5. And that's tops. How long is his tail compared to his body? It's a nice tail. It's like... It's... It's like longer than his body. Cool. Like a raptor. It's got a good balance of it. A good counterweight. Tails are amazing. Tails is amazing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the body, I just have to sort of measure out with the head, perhaps. I don't really have much issue with the body, I feel. The most is that when I've been drawing the Seikret sometimes with his arm extended, I'm forgetting that his arms are actually like a little short. It's short so that when it goes down on all fours, it will actually have to bend like this. It's... yeah, like I have to really measure from here and like see like... yeah, it's difficult. Wait, there's a bone. What is this bone? Why is there a bone here like this? Huh? What? Also, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what goes on in chicken feet, like chicken legs. I know what's going on in our legs, and they sure don't look like this. That's supposed to be my reference point. But like, this is like, it's like another chicken wing? It feels like another, like, chicken wings are a little bit like our arms. I can like kind of get that a little bit. There is actually a knee bone here, like a kneecap. There's actually a kneecap for them. They do have a kneecap. What are kneecaps for again? I don't know. Why do you even have them? I'm gonna regret saying that because someone's gonna freaking hammer my... He's gonna hammer my kneecaps in. Okay, go for real. But you like me enough to give me a kiss, good night.
What?
That was rough. Half. So I keep thinking like this is called the hummus, but it's the humus? Wait. What is this? It's the humerus? It's... what is this thing? Yeah. A hummus, a humus. But this right here, I guess... okay, I know what this is. This is the equivalent of a heel to us. This is the heel bone. Our heel bones usually are like this. This will be connected to like the feet. And our toes like this. And that is where the ankles here. Does this guy have ankles? I mean, technically the ankles would be here. The bone that's bulging up. Here. There's a bunch of bones in here that I'm not familiar with. I'm not very familiar with feet. I really am not. This is probably a bone that's sticking out, that's why. Yeah. And then from here, this is literally the toes. This is the tippy toes. I see. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, one of the weird parts for me, I guess, that I will have to get used to, because I draw the legs of the Seikret like I used to draw the legs of the Seikret like this. Okay. I would draw it like this. But I guess that's kind of wrong. For one, I guess I need to take note that yes, this is the heel of it, and this is the feet. It will taper down like this. And this, from here, it has some bulges for the bones and whatever muscles. And at this would be here. This would be tree toes, and then you have an inner So here, this is the feet, which is a little stout. And it is from here. It actually isn't. Okay, it goes down here. Then there's a kneecap. There's a kneecap on this guy. There's a kneecap for the Seikret. And then basically you have the whole chicken bone thing going on here. 2 bones. Wait, I'm stupid. Is it not called? It's not called the humerus or humor or hummus or humor. It's called the femur, dumbass. Why am I like this? It's a femur. That's so. I'm so stupid. I am losing it. Why am I like this? It's called a femur. Why the hell am I like this? Okay. The only thing is the muscle structure for the legs is. I kind of forget a bit of the muscle structure for the legs. It's mainly there's like, you know, inner thigh has these hamstrings. That there's this. It's kind of separated into like, you know, this back and front here. And then this one, you had basically this is the calf. This is a nice bulgy muscle. The calf. Which would be like this, I think. Then there'll be another muscle going in below the kneecap. This is like a ligament or something. Then this will be the ankle here. I'm not imagining like its muscle. I'm imagining our muscle onto it. The front is how many muscles are even in the front? God, I don't even know. I just know the calf muscle. There's just one, I guess. Yeah, and then the feet is just a bunch of muscles that I'm really unsure about the muscles on the feet. I don't get told much about the muscles on our feet. So yeah, at least like the hind legs are the ones that I need to familiarize myself a bit more with. If I have to draw like the Seikret, like say, okay, so its head is a little triangle here. Then maybe I'll draw. Its torso is like, okay, this is kind of like the proportion-ish, I guess. A very rough one. Very rough one. And then from here, the spine. Shoulder blades will be here. Spine will go here. I say we arch the body a bit back. Then like there's this one. At this point I can like draw Miraidon from like freaking Pokemon. And like it basically has the hourglass shape here. And it falls into this whatever coccyx or something like that. No wait, coccyx is the back spine thing. What am I talking about? And then he has a trapezius over here. This is a nice trapezius. At least I think does he have a? Yes, I've eaten chicken. I'm pretty sure there is a trapezoid. His neck muscles are very nice. So I don't know what his neck muscles are. What's his neck muscles? There's so much feathers, I can't tell. There's like this. What is this? Am I looking at this right? There's like a. It feels like there's a muscle here. It feels like this is like bulging out a little bit. And then it comes down to here. And it. I need to look at the muscles of like. lizards? What lizard is the closest thing to like a Seikret that has this? What kind of... Not a snake. There's a snake. I mean, there's a reptile, but it... What kind of... I need a point of reference for this. Like, what muscles go on in the neck here? Like, I'm pretty sure like I can't really make a clear distinction between horse. I could look at horse neck muscles, perhaps. Do felines have this kind of muscle at their necks? Perhaps they do. I need to check that out. Yeah, basically, okay, that does. The shoulder blade is the biggest part of this. The sort of the upper arm is not that long. It's kind of short actually. That does. You have an elbow going on here. And then this is this whatever arm thing. Yeah, so it's really quite small. Or maybe, okay, no, this can be extended longer because it does use its forearms. Forelegs. So it is longer and a bit more stout. As you can see a bit from here, okay, that's a little bit thin. Maybe I'm thinking too much. I think I might have drawn it a little bit too stout because I was thinking of the feathers here. And then this part is kind of just... Where does this... There's this dip here. Okay. So it's kind of like a butt. Kind of like a butt. That's a butt. And you got kneecaps. Even though the kneecaps are like not really that pronounced, they just kind of are curved in. Not like how I'll usually like make kneecaps. I'll draw kneecaps. Okay, let's draw this a little bit less bent. A little less bent. We've got the calf here, and this is the heel, and then this would actually be a kind of stout. Oh, maybe I'll draw this a bit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is... I've drawn the femur way too long. So the femur is actually somewhere... Its knees don't go very far from the body, actually. Something like this makes more sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And there's a long, powerful tail that's more like longer than his body. It's longer than his body. Tail is really long. It's up to here, perhaps. Okay, let's draw the other side of the legs. God, dude, see a run cycle of this. Oh, I would love to see like a run cycle of the Seikret, just like stationary, not like stationary, as in like as if on a treadmill, that kind of thing. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. I wish the devs could show me that. God. These sexy legs, bro. It's like tiptoeing on high heels and stuff. These toes are big. Look at how big these toes are. And then these arms are actually... Okay, let me just draw them like how they would be, say if it's extended. Say it's a bit down from... Actually, now that I think about it, drawing this kind of reminds me a little bit of an iguanodon. It's kind of similar in the structure, closer to an iguanodon rather than a raptor. It's kind of like a hybrid of both, a raptor and an iguanodon. Like, it's a lot more nimble as a raptor, and like, God, I don't know, like, they created like their own freaking dinosaur species. I'm like freaking floored, man. It's like, just drawing this is just like, okay, I think like the arm really just cannot go too far down. It can maybe go like this. Perhaps. And you have the feathers going off here. Yeah, it's just like they mashed things together and just created their own like dinosaur OC. Let me see if I can remember how to draw the Seikret head. Just very rough. Very, very rough because it's like 1 AM now. The horns actually, funnily enough, like remind me a little bit of like the shape of like Fatalis horns. A little bit. You know, this cheek here. Huh? Dude, I'm so cracked. I drew that with like such bare like measurements. I need to check out how like happy a Seikret, like Seikret's expression. That's the other, like I've drawn the head now, like how to do Seikret expressions, right? That's the other thing. That's the other difficult point, because like it's so, like, have you seen a bird with many expressions? Like not much, right? So like how would a Seikret have its expressions like? I mean, there's a brow on this guy, but so far I've seen it's just like it's mostly angry looking for the most part. It really looks very dragon-like to me. I keep drawing it like a dragon. Wait. I just made a reference. Shit. Snicker, snicker. Maybe I've been drawing the horns way too long. perhaps that might also be contributing to it. Yeah, at this secrets, feathers. Yeah, now the hit seems a little small here. Could be bigger. Just ever so slightly. The Seikret's hit is a little bit... I'll say just this looks just like maybe it's kind of squashed in. Yeah, I keep feeling like, oh yeah, it has collarbones. I keep drawing the collarbones, but this thing does not have collarbones. It's just like this big piece here. That's it. This is this bone. Yeah. This will be it. And then some more feathers here, and then feathers at the back as well. Just feathers along its spine actually. And then of course the tail is just full of feathers. I don't want to draw all that. Drawing the tail feathers is like such a... Oh my gosh, it hurts. It hurts so much. There's so much tail feathers. And then just random as frick like feathers down here. What the frick? Okay, wait, I should like make it a little softer because me sleeping. Yeah, then a whole bunch of like folded feathers here. Okay. So his toes are extended out as wings. Kind of like... Oh, I'm stupid. I mean, this dinosaur actually is not... It's not anything particularly... It's... I mean, it is a little bit... It's close to an Archaeopteryx. That's what it's reminding me of, is Archaeopteryx. Like, it's a really just big mountable version of Archaeopteryx, and like they changed the head shape a little bit more to be a little less bird-like, a little bit more predator looking. The Seikrets eat hay. They're not meat eaters, right? They are omnivores. They are omnivores. Yes. I feel like I'm talking a bit more and more like what's his face from like Jurassic Park. I suddenly forgot the actor's name as well. But yeah, that's a whole slew of that. Okay. Okay. Oh. That was fun. That was fun. I love sketching a lot. I love sketching so much. I love sketching and not doodling. I don't know how to doodle. Don't ask me doodle. I don't know how to doodle. I love to sketch things. So that was fun. We eventually got to figure out like how to draw the Seikret head and the face a little bit less on the face because it's all doing the same expression. I haven't really drawn it with his mouth open and such yet. So we'll try that. We'll try that. Maybe I won't do it on stream. I'll probably just like, if I feel like it, I'll just draw rather than play Monster Hunter Wilds Lamau. But yeah, I think I made the tail too long. Way too long here. Artistic impression. But yeah, this one, I kind of like this guy. He's just like peeking out here. It's kind of nice. Guy's so dragon-like. This one is like the best one, maybe. Is the most faithful one. This one's a little bit more like... This is a Barrel Benzeke's like Seikret. It's a normal Seikret. It's not as little big. It is kind of nice. I like this one. It looks very bird-like from this view. Yeah, I think if anything, like maybe I have to make this guy's snout smaller, but I feel like maybe I make things, I make it look a lot more. I feel like I do make the Seikret look a lot more dinosaur than bird-like. Because this was dinosaur, this is bird-like. It's very subtle. It's very subtle. But yeah, there's a very slight, there's like a very close margin between dinosaurs and birds here, especially seeing the Seikret, and like it's very tricky for me. It's very tricky. Like this is like could be considered more of a bird, and then this could be considered more of a dinosaur, for example. And it's like, you know, some parts like, oh, this length is different from this length, for example. Perhaps that might be it. They added into the different personality or something like that. This snout is definitely a lot more pointy than this one, perhaps. Like yeah, like I think sometimes it just has to be, when you get used to the subject, you can draw it a little less off. Like it doesn't have to be exactly the same like as a realistic depiction. It can be like, you know, a horse with a funny expression, and you know horses don't really have, I mean horses do have expressions, but yeah, it's like being able to like furry artists, for example, like they can add character and personality to animals. It's more of an exaggeration rather than drawing like a real wolf, for example, a real lion. But yeah, that was fun, and I hope you guys had fun watching me as well. I think it's just more of like just a me kind of stream, not really anyone much here. But yeah, I just want to just chill, and I love Monster Hunter art. Please don't make a AI. Please don't make a AI monster. Please don't make a Gen AI monster. Don't sacrifice that. Good lord. I would hate if I actually end up liking it. Like, god, it's gonna be a whole thing, but like I don't, like I know like Gen AI is really stupid right now, but the thing is like, of course it can get more powerful. Of course it can get more powerful because people are letting it get more powerful. So eventually it's gonna get powerful, and just I'm gonna like, oh yeah, like that looks good. That looks good and stuff. Like somehow finally maybe it just, people have influenced the AI enough so that it actually draws with intentions in mind. That's basically that person speaking to it in a slew of words that like it can pick up, and like there's mannerisms, and like it just becomes that, and like I actually really hate it. But that can happen. Yeah, that can happen, and I hate it. And I feel like it's just, it takes away so much from like the value of art. They're devaluing the art so much, and like we're already paying paid in crumbs compared to other jobs, and I don't think we need this much more trouble in our lives. Like they see it as a good thing, as like helping artists and stuff, but what about the, you know, I don't think it's a good way for artists to grow by using AI. I just don't think it's a good way to grow as an artist. It's a good way maybe to cut costs and to make money and stuff, but that's just going to be the end of it. You're not going to get better as an artist by using generative AI. I don't think you should feel proud for using generative AI and saying like, oh yes, I am an artist, because you did not grow. If anything, you perhaps grew the AI to take upon your mannerisms and your biasness and stuff, but you didn't discover those biasnesses yourself. There's no like organic thinking to that. You told an AI to do that, but you didn't find it out yourself. And like when you find it out yourselves, you can figure out some stuff by looking at something like a Seikret, or like looking at some animals and like noticing some of the differences between them, and it is making something completely new and, you know, different and makes sense, like a Seikret, you know. Like, I don't want generative AI to just be there, also like have it as an excuse by companies to be like, oh, we use it as a concept and ideation process where we can generate these things based on the words for people to get an idea of things. I think maybe like I can get it that like maybe developers and people who aren't actually artists can use it to very nicely visualize what they want and stuff. But the problem I have with that is that I want them to temper the expectations from the reference material. I don't want them to like use like say generative AI and like, okay, like this is what we had the idea of, and at this they pass it to an intern to develop that into like an illustration or a concept, a full-fledged concept, for example. And then the intern gives it to the devs, like the concept to the developers, and the developers say like, oh, this doesn't look as good as the generative AI that we did. You know what? Why are we hiring you? I don't think we need to hire you. I think we should just use generative AI. I think it looks better. Then that's the thing. It won't stop there. That's my problem with it. That if their idea is just money, they're not going to care that like it's making it more effective for artists. They're gonna care about like getting us out of the industry so they don't have to pay us anymore for the development, because it does take time and it does take money. And the game development costs have been rising like from like so long ago. Like making mobile games and live service games is like the most profitable and like the only kind of like the way to go. And it's like sometimes those don't even make the cut and like things bomb and shit. And even if they do good, the cost was so great that they end up laying off so many employees. That's the problem about this industry right now. It's not supporting itself, and like the picking out of generative AI is maybe going to support some people that are not artists. The artists will be an afterthought. They will have their art fed to the AI, and they'll say what the AI can do it better and stuff. Like, it's going to get better, and they're going to get better for the sole reason of making it harder for the artists to compete against it. It's more for money rather than for the artists. And if there's any artist that's actually like helping the development of generative AI, I think they're actually kind of deluded. I don't think they're really thinking too much. They're giving in way too early. Like, I get that it's a really bad like things are really bad. Like, you can already see that like, oh yeah, generative AI is going to be like really good. It draws better than I do and stuff. So I'll rather feed my drawings to it, and like I'll just give up and just like you do stuff as a hobby off the side or something like that. But you know, I don't really want to just give up and just do that? Like, why would you let people trample you more than they've already done, like, for the past generations? You won't get anything out of it. In fact, like, you're just feeding in, like, you're literally voting for, like, generative AI, basically. You're voting for, like, not a problem for, like, I don't have a problem with the AI. I have a problem with the people using it and using it as justification to get artists, like not pay artists and stuff, like content creators and all that, you know, not even just like drawing artists, just like voice creators as well. Like, I feel like it's bad, and others, like, companies know it's bad, but companies see these kind of practices as bad, as in it's bad marketing. They don't see it as morally bad, so they'll keep it from people. And they know it's bad, but they need to cut costs. They want to cut costs. They want to cut costs. They cut costs, and just end up layoffs. It's always gonna be like that. Selling them your work and like feeding into the AI is not gonna make you stay in the company any longer. The more you just feed into it, the more you're going to have less of a place to go to. And, you know, the reason you probably studied to draw is because you wanted to do something that you like and love for a living and stuff. And why you don't have to destroy that living like that. It's not Jober. You can be better than generative AI. You just have to think about your work more than just the result. It's more than art is a lot more than just a result. A lot of the stuff that's created that we love it's not just that, like, oh, the result is good. It takes a lot to have thought of, like, the characters that you like and all that. It's not something that a computer can just say that, oh yeah, this is good. Like, I just don't like that we have to listen to computers and just data to determine what's good. I think we need to think of for ourselves what is good. I mean, sending me stuff. What? Oh wait, no. This just means, wait, what? Why did it only send to me now? It's so weird. Okay. Alright. Okay. I guess I'll end off here. Yeah, I just droned on a little bit on, like, Gen AI stuff, and I'm just kind of sad that Capcom, I mean, they're disclosing it, but they're disclosing it in a proud manner, you know, like a lot of companies are doing nowadays. And I was just very floored, because Capcom to me is like a company that I thought cherished like human values and, you know, thinking for yourself and thinking of like I can talk so good about like Monster Hunter Wilds' story, and just like these developers think of like ways to make it like not that. They literally have to cut costs, and I don't know, it's just, it's very, it's a very human story, and as they choose to do something inhumane like using generative AI, it's just very hypocritical, and I don't know what to think of the story after that. I mean, it's not like I'm pretty sure that no AI can write this story for Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't think Monster Hunter Wilds really had any AI to it. The most is maybe whoever thought of their bastard UI. I don't know. Sorry to the game designer that did it, but like I really didn't like it. Sorry. But yeah, I think I'll just stop here for now. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on and stuff. Thank you for coming. Okay, it's 1 a.m. already. It's more than 1 a.m. already. I was really rambling. Okay. Time to stop. I still have work tomorrow. Goodbye. Good night. Michio die out.